I'm going to apologize for my voice from the beginning. I'm a little hoarse, but it was worth it, you know. I thought we had some stretches early in the game, especially in the first half, where we did some really good things offensively and defensively. We had a nice rhythm. We lost a little bit of it when we started going into our bench. I mean, I want them to play free and play with pace, but they have to be a little smarter with the basketball. I think that stretch where we turned it over and gave them an opportunity to get back in the ball game, it kind of hurt us. But, you know, they kept battling. But second half, down the stretch, Joe Johnson, you know, he's still got game, man. We were talking about it earlier. He has a great feel. The ball's in his hand. He understands what the next play is or if there's a shot there. I thought Brooke came in late and read the defense when they were starting to come down on him in the low post, and he made some solid passes out to guys with nice-looking jump shots. So I think everybody had a hand in this victory. And we took a big punch in the second half, and Derek Williams is unbelievable. He had an unbelievable game, finished with 31 points, but we had nobody that could slow him down. And we took a big punch from them, but we stayed with it and finished off the game. Sorry.
Tony, we've spent the better part of the season asking about fourth quarters, and you guys tonight, 36 points and doing it on both ends of the court. What was different that you saw out of your players this evening?
I saw a little passion. I thought they were excited to play in the second half, especially down the stretch. And they fed off each other. That was one of the first times in a long time we saw that with this team. They fed off of Joe. Joe fed off of Brooke. We fed off of Shane. I thought Shane has some really good minutes in the second half. And we seem to have a better flow with our offense. And defensively down the stretch, I think, you know, that's one of our better stretches, defending and not giving them as much easy stuff that we gave them early in the game.
Before the game, you talked about playing free, you've talked about playing kind of with a different set of kind of pace than you've been playing with. You had 15 turnovers, maybe some tough spots in the third quarter, but other than that, was that the kind of pace that you would like to see?
Yeah. I mean, we scored 110 points in regulation. I mean, I don't know the last time we did that this season. But with pace has to be responsibility, and that's what we're trying to talk to our point guards about, talk to our bigs. I think, you know, there's a few situations where we got in traffic trying to make something happen, and the defense just strips us, or we're making a read on a play that's not there and we turn it over. Once we can kind of clean up some of that, I think the flow will get a lot better. But I'm happy with what we did today. And I had a meeting with Shane and Donna before the game and kind of talked to them about what they see, what they can call, and stop looking for me to call a lot of plays. And I think once we get a little better feel for that, I think, you know, the pace will get a little better.
You mentioned the passion of the team today. Do you think the dynamic of the crowd, the atmosphere in the arena added to that?
Well, let's be honest. I mean, there's a lot of Knick fever in New York right now, and I understand it. They're playing great. They got a good group of guys. But we're trying to get that same fever in our building. We know we get a lot of people from other teams when they come and play us, and they fill up some of the seats. But games like this, it's going to help turn our fan base around. And if we keep continuing to play in this kind of fashion, you know, we'll fill the seats, but we got to show them first. And you know, it'll take time, but, you know, tonight was a good start.
Tony, Kristaps is a very dangerous player, but he had a very difficult night. It seemed like most of his shots were very difficult. I think he shot 5 for 17. Yeah. What was your plan going against him, and how were you able to kind of knock him off balance?
Well, listen, back-to-backs are tough for everybody, and he had a nice game yesterday, and trying to, you know, put together a couple games in a row is obviously going to be tough for anybody, any veteran player. But for a rookie, you know, our league, the schedule. But one of the things defensively we wanted to make sure we did was touch him. We gave him a lot of space the last time we played him in New York at the Garden, and he was free to play, and he knocked in shots from deep. And we just want to make sure we were into him a little bit more tonight than before.